What's up, y'all? I'm Blake. I'm a surf photographer and videographer based out of Wilmington, North Carolina. And for today's video, I'm excited to share with y'all a really fun south swell that came through just a couple weeks ago. It was generated by a cold front moving up our coast. The forecast was calling for a solid southeast swell in the 7 to 8 foot range at 9 to 10 seconds and fading throughout the day. And the wind was strong southwest early and then turning gradually west and then west-northwest by the afternoon. South swells on the East Coast typically fade really quickly, so it could be pumping in the morning and then by the afternoon it's like waist high. So I knew I wanted to get on it really early while we still had some size. So I picked somewhere that was going to favor that strong wind direction and somewhere that's going to favor a higher tide. I woke up early that morning to check the buoy, and it was 7.5 foot at 10 seconds and ended up being 6 to 7 foot all the way up until about 11:30. I scrambled around my house, got all my gear together, hit the road, and as I'm driving, my buddy Owen sends me a video message. So I open it, and it's just this crazy one coming through, and he's just totally losing his mind.
Oh my God, bro! What? It's firing! Oh my God! What?
And at this point, my heart starts racing and like the drive feels like it's slow motion. I can't get there quick enough. When I walked out to check it, it was just Owen walking up the beach and it was straight up firing. So I ran to my car, threw my camera in the housing, double checked the settings, and got into the water. And as soon as I got out there, it was obvious it was not going to be easy to line up the shot. It was super drifty, and you had these nice peaky waves that are a little bit smaller, breaking really close to the beach. And then you had your occasional bigger set wave that would come in and just totally catch you off guard on the inside. I had one wave, I didn't see it till last second, and I tried to dive under it, and it scooped me off the bottom, threw me over the falls. I slammed right on my face, and my feet did some weird scorpion over the back of my head. And at some point, my camera hit the bottom of my chin, and I bit my tongue. So I came up to the surface, a little bit shook up, but I was glad I was okay. I didn't end up getting as many water clips as I would have liked, just because of the nature of the conditions, but I did end up lining up some really cool clips. So I put together a short edit for y'all to check out. After one too many close calls with the camera, I decided to run up the beach, put my housing next to my buddy Steve, who was shooting from land, and I got back out in the water and got 3 or 4 solid drifts of some body surfing. I'll pop up some shots Steve got of it. After I got finished body surfing, I got out of the water and looked at the waves, and they were still completely firing. There were still some really good sets coming through. They were a little bit smaller than they had been earlier that day, but more groomed up now that the wind had turned a little bit. So I ran up to my car, pulled my camera out of the housing. I went ahead and left the 50mm lens on, ran down to the beach, and I got some really cool shots that I'll pop up here. As the tide started to drop, the waves got really fast and stretched out. So I knew it was time to head to Wrightsville, which has been more of a low tide spot lately. And when I got there, the whole community was on it, and there was this super clean, fun wave coming through. A little bit smaller than it had been earlier, but still some solid size for our area. And I was using my 200 to 600 millimeter lens, and here's some of the photos I got. Days like this are exactly why I love documenting surf in North Carolina. You really never know what you're gonna get, but when it all lines up, it can be incredibly special. And I'm just grateful that I was able to be there for all of it and share it with y'all. So hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you on the next swell.